I think Isaac just rolled up with. I think we got a buyout right now, Isaac.
Yeah, he's coming up. It's all gems.
All gems?
Yeah.
You know I like gems.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to wait.
Pink Fox?
Those
Pink
are good
Fox?
colors, right?
All right. So I guess stay tuned, guys. We're gonna go through this buyout.
It was 6 last night.
Are you cool if we vlog some of this?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
So he could show all his players what he's doing.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try the size 12 on just for fun. Just see. I just have a feeling it'll be too long though.
It's like perfect fit.
Oh.
So the materials on the oh, okay. Well, I'll just let you guys know now. Earl's trying to cop some Dior's, so we're trying to do our best to help him find a pair. Which I might have located one, but it might be a size too big. But the materials is actually a little more like premium and like stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So that is gonna give a lot more.
Right.
So it feels like it's gonna be like your foot can kind of move around, you know. But the Dior's feel a little more restricting. I'm trying to get it as low as I can, but
What's the condition?
it's used. It is missing the dust pads though.
Okay.
I know you're picky on that,
Yeah.
but I think if it comes down to the right price, if I can get it at the price, it just kind of comes. I mean, I figured since you're wearing them anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, branding on that shoe is like crazy. I can always get it if you don't have to be you don't feel any obligation to take it because I feel like I can still move it anyways. But if you're interested, might be able to meet up with them and grab it.
What do you think is fair market value for a pair of like dead stock versus
Whatever someone's willing to pay.
yeah. Is anyone even buying them anymore?
Buying what?
They're just like the more, you know. For
For
me,
you
the
can't
thing is
say it doesn't lose value.
correct.
So like if you're buying anything, those are the things you want to be buying.
Yeah.
You know that 10.5 we had didn't last a day.
Which one?
The 10.5 Dior.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What'd you flip it for?
6.
Sold it for 6.
Oh.
So I guess
Wonder if I
as
would've-
soon as he posted it, there was like 15 inquiries. Like
Yeah, we had a wait list. It was
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
I wonder if I would have fit it. I know. So I was going through all my shoes, and I'm like, I think, I was talking to you about the last time I was here. When you get
Yeah.
older, I think you're more about having, more like quality versus quantity. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just kind of focusing more on getting the shoes I really want. You know?
I mean that's a great one.
Yeah. These, there's
They're
a
good.
couple of them. I did not. When you see it, I don't want to let go of some of these, but but I also look at when do I wear it, So
You make a good pass for a great shot.
that's right.
Look at you with your
His basketball
Analogies.
analogies, huh?
analogies over here.
I always make the extra pass. I don't care if he's missed like 10 in a row. It's the right pass.
Yeah. Hey, if it's the right pass.
Depends who it is.
Irrelevant.
True.
Depends who it is.
They're open. Swing it. It's up to the basketball gods at that point. If it's meant to be, it'll happen.
Or if it's up to the kid who's I always tell the players, you either prepare or you don't.
You prepare too much, you're not open
Yeah.
because you're a threat.
Yeah.
Diversion.
Misdirection.
So we're looking to cash out today.
Yeah. So fun my DRs. What do you think about it? Like, what do you think fair market is
For that one,
for like a pair of 11s, like either like maybe VNGS,
I mean,
dead stock.
anywhere between 6 and 8 would be
You think 8's high for dead stock?
I was saying used.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get lower, that's good.
Yeah.
But I was like that. I mean, that's the 6K one we just sold was great condition.
That shoe was like legit worn once. People
Yeah.
loosely throw around that worn once condition.
Yeah.
No
It-
discoloration.
this was
no
legit
creases,
worn
no
once.
gel.
Like the bottoms were like literally DS.
Yeah.
It just was some creasing on the toe, and the person that sold it to us was honest about it. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I
Right.
could have sold them as brand new, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
have a guilty conscience if I
Yeah.
try to do something like that.
Yeah. No,
So,
for sure.
Yeah, we sold that one for 6, and again, we had about 8. It was 8 people, 8 people and counting on the waiting list on that shoe. And that's just a shoe that doesn't come in often in a bigger size,
Yeah.
and people are willing to give up stuff, that they don't I mean, they care about, but they don't care about having it in the long term to like trade up for a shoe like that.
Right.
Just
No, that
gotta-
makes sense.
Yeah. But
So
that was that shoe.
Yeah. It comes down to you want a good collection, you want a great collection, you know. Like I feel like I've got a pretty good collection, but
You're always going to be getting like shoes. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of, knowing you over the last year, like you're always going to be grabbing something.
Yeah.
So.
I'd say anywhere 4 to 6.
yeah,
Yeah, you can get in that ballpark for a used pair for an 11.
yeah. The NDS, probably about 6.
Closer to
That size
time.
12 is probably going to cost you more because the 12 is just goes for more.
Yeah,
It's just a bigger size.
Yeah.
So. But
You think 8 is fair for dead stock?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, lowest ask right now on an 11 on StockX. I mean, we're talking about 85,
Yeah.
And
And Goat
then-
and say I was looking at Goat and said 8.
and
Let's
then less
say
sales 85.
Yeah.
Highest bids 67.
Yeah.
You'd want to be closer to the bid because that's what someone's already willing to pay.
yeah.
Right.
So like at 67, maybe 7,
Yeah.
but someone's not
Yeah.
gonna sell that shoe.
This is a shoe that people aren't. The person that has the shoe isn't going to be like in need of like dumping the shoe and getting rid of it right
Right.
away. So
Yeah.
they're not going to like go in unless it's the price that they ideally want.
There's 3 pairs on StockX.
Yeah.
DS pairs in size 11. You're at 8,500,
Yeah.
10,000,
Yeah.
and 11,600.
I don't know if I'd spend that much money on a pair of shoes on StockX.
No, but like say someone buys that 85, then the
Right.
new lowest ask
It was
is
a big
10,000.
Right. Yeah.
And if that's what it says, that's the market.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, realistically, I mean, if you're looking at a dead stock pair, you can probably get it at around 8 for a dead stock.
And
Give or
7 to
take.
8.
And then between 7 and 8 for a dead stock pair. I feel like if you get a used pair for 6 or under 6,
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to find it like
Yeah.
at 4 to 5 unless it's really cooked.
Right. Right.
So
I did find a dead stock of the CPFMs because that's still my that'll be my next shoe.
Dang.
But they had one listed on eBay for 50, 850, and I did message him and he said he wants after he was just trying to qualify it. And that was your dead stock.
Yeah. I mean, size 11 Dior low. There's only been 4 sales this year.
Wow.
And 71, 71, 85, 85.
Yeah. I feel like I should be buying a watch instead of a pair of shoes.
But there's nothing wrong with that shoe.
Nope.
It's one of the few shoes in that market that just retain.
Yeah.
Action. Oh, and the block.
Shoes I like, I just don't wear. I think I wore that after I picked it up here. I think I wore it twice.
Joyce?
Same with the white ones. I think I wore it twice. So when's your next tournament?
I'm done.
What do you mean
I
you're done?
told
Give me a
Sean
second.
I couldn't coach
Why not?
because I start my master's program on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I have class 3 days a week. Practices was Monday, Wednesday, and I have class Monday, Wednesday. And as soon as I knew I was going to start my program, so I was just like, hey, this is coming up. I don't know what my capacity is going to be. I'd rather just focus on school,
What are you getting your master's in?
business analytics.
What do you want to do?
Essentially, I'm using it to improve my evaluation skills for programs for recreation.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to do a recreation master's or a professional administrator master's because I was like, it's probably too limiting. So I was like, I kind of want to do data, and then that way I could pivot in a different direction if I need to down the line.
Yeah.
But still thinking recreation.
Yeah. That's good. So you like the numbers. Didn't want to let those go. October's coming up.
It's the Halloween season. That's when everybody wants them.
We've sold
No.
like 3 this month.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. These I've worn twice. Don't want to let those go either. But
Okay.
that's my rule. You know, you want something, you got to give something up, right?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's, otherwise you end up with you just keep buying.
How's question for you, since you do basketball and coaching and stuff?
Uh-huh.
How has gym access been for yourself and for other coaches? If you needed to, if you wanted to run practices during the week, is it tough to get gym access?
Yeah, I mean, you really have to know somebody, or you have to have some sort of, you have to have a connection. There's places, I would say, depending upon where you're at, I would say, if some schools won't even let you rent a gym, but you probably paying anywhere between 120 and 160 an hour would be my guess. You go private.
How much you said?
120, 160 an hour. But you go to other places, they'll rent out the court by, you get half the court.
Okay.
So there's some places over in, I want to say Chatsworth.
Yeah.
A couple places there. Sports Academy, they rent out their gym too. But
It's
looking
an
to
opportunity.
play games, or what are you looking to do?
I'm looking up to maybe do a gym and rent
Oh,
it
yeah?
out.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
I've
You gotta
kinda-
find a space.
I thought about that a while ago. I should
Yeah.
get an opportunity just because, even just from what I hear and
Yeah.
myself, some of the guys I play with too, it was just hard finding gym access. So I was
That's
just
very
like,
true. It depends what city you're in for sure. And then you also have to remember too, I know they've had multi-court facilities back in the day in Garden Grove, and
Yeah.
only a couple of them are still in existence, but I can tell you that, you have to, if you're gonna rent out the gym, you kind of have to protect the floor and take care of it.
Of course.
But, there's multi-sport, you can use a gym for a lot of different things. So for example, everyone thinks basketball, right? Volleyball, pickleball is another one. I'm trying to think of what else. I would say basketball and volleyball are probably the two biggest ones, but pickleball's getting up there,
It's so popular.
Yeah. Some people like to, I know sports academy, they'll rent their court, and they'll have people's parties there, and they want a court so they can play basketball or
Yeah.
whatever they
Yeah.
want to play. So, so it's kind of thinking outside the box. You could do corporate events there,
Just a lot of
training
opportunity.
facilities. You always have trainers, that need somewhere to train.
Yeah.
As opposed to outdoors, especially depending upon the season. The other thing too is you could enhance the facility by let's just say for example you purchase a couple of the shooting guns, you rent it out by the half hour, and people pay it. There used to be this place over in Canoga right down the road off Burbank, and Canoga, it was called the Shot Zone, and so you'd go and they had, I think it was a small facility, but they had about a 10 or so shooting guns, and you rent it out by the half hour. And I think they charged, you could get a membership there, people use it, or you could, and they would pay, what did they charge? This is probably like about 7-8 years ago. People would pay about, maybe, I'm trying to think, maybe like $40-45 for half hour for just you and the gun. So, I see trainers, I would take players down there back in the day, but I'd see trainers using it too to work on stuff. So there's a lot of potential there, just finding the right location that's, warehouse that's zoned for it. I would say that, whether or not you have air conditioning, it would be dependent upon the location, right? So,
That's cool.
but yeah, that's definitely a lot of potential there. There's definitely a lot of demand. I would say you'd probably want to, if you could find a facility, I'd recommend getting somewhere where you could have 2 courts at least.
At least 2 courts.
At least 2 courts, yeah. Because you'll have places that want to rent it out for, let's say they're doing a tournament, and it's so much easier to house 2 or 3 games at the same time in the same location. Right. So, and you're renting it out per court, so when you charge somebody, it's whatever it is your fee is per court. So you think, let's say you rent it out for maybe $80 a court, right? It's still the same place. You just have 3 courts, and then you're clearing $240 an hour, right? Between all 3 courts, and people that are renting out the facility to do tournaments or whatever it is that they're doing, that's what they would hire.
Okay. I might pick your brain a little more down the road if I decide to look into it.
Yeah. There's potential, just finding the right location for sure. You keep up with it, you have fair prices, provide service, restrooms are clean, You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to plenty of facilities. I'm just
Right.
like,
Right.
just simply
Yeah.
keeping the restroom clean alone.
People will
just,
come back.
Makes a huge difference.
They'll want to use your facility. Yeah.
Did you see the? I think the Houston Rocket hosted like a little mini camp over at the district.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Jalen Green, everybody was there.
Yeah,
It was like over at the district.
that's cool.
Like, this is freaking crazy.
Never been there.
And there's only one court.
Yeah, it's only one court.
Oh, wow.
It's like, dang.
Yeah. Run camps. There's a lot of things you can do with it, you know. If you want to build it internally, you could hire your own staff and run your own program. You could do adult leagues out of it. You know, you can provide open gym. You know, you could. I mean, again, it just do you want the hassle of do you want a facility or do you want something that's gonna, you know, be a program? You know, so.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the feedback on that.
Yeah. So you're gonna go back to coaching after your masters, or not really?
In work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, unless I go to high school.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe not.
It's tough.
It's fun, just a lot of time. It was taken away from my cycling.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time for sure. For sure. You know, I'm either at practice or training or like MJ heading down to a tournament.
Yeah, it's
There
fun,
goes-
but
Yeah, there's my weekend.
I just don't have. I'd rather commit more time to myself right now,
Yeah,
especially with starting my program.
for sure.
Oh,
I know.
you guys can see that. What color do you think it is?
Black.
Didn't want to let those go either. Never wore 'em.
Is this stock?
Never wore 'em.
Wow.
I know. With and you know, again, coming up with the Halloween with the glow in the dark souls. I know.
Yeah.
But again, it's my role. You want something, you give up something to get something. That's my role.
I feel like you can, if you decided to wear these, you can find a used pair
Yeah.
if you ever wanted to.
Yeah.
All the
Smell-
cost, yeah, all the cost stuff. It just looks so much nicer when they're DIs.
Yes, they are. Suede's nicer. You know, there's no discoloration on the sole.
Look at that. This suede in time though, if it's I've seen like used pair, it almost looks like the black dye on the suede turns like it has like a greenish
Oh.
like hue to it.
Gotta take care of your shoes.
Yeah. Just got the hang tag, card, dust bag, cool.
Yeah, you know, giving up the shoes though, it doesn't. It's not really. I guess it's not really giving them up though. You know, it's kind of moving from one to another.
Yeah.
I still want the CPFMs though, so if you guys can find that at some point in a size 11, let me know.
What's a higher priority for you, CPFMs or Dior's?
Dior's.
Dior's?
You know, it came down to like which one I want more, and
Yeah, I would agree.
the Dior's. They're more. You know, they're more wearable. The CPFMs are unique. I do like them. More statement piece. I'm dead stocking my green lobsters this weekend. It's my last tournament with my high school
Yeah.
players, and you know, a lot of them have been with me since 6th grade, and you know, they're just great kids, and you know, it's everything always comes to a close, right? But it's cool, you know.
They've been with you since 6th grade?
A lot of them have, yeah.
Wow.
See them 5th grade, yeah. You know, you see them grow up and mature.
That's
and,
so cool.
Yeah, they just turn out to be good people, and you know, it's why you coach.
How many kids have been with, well, I guess of the group of kids, how many of them have been with you since 6th grade?
That's over half of them.
Half of them?
Over half of them. So I got I'm taking 9 down this weekend, and I would say to go back, like at least 5 of them. You know.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Good journey. Good journey together. You know, you played for Sean for how long? How long did you play for Sean?
Well, I had a late start.
Oh,
It
yeah?
wasn't until high school.
Oh, okay.
And then I played all 4 years with them
Yeah.
in high school.
And you really connect with the other kids, right? Did you
Yeah.
have that type of experience? Yeah.
And then I coached for about 4 years.
Had a hard time putting back in.
This is, I like the
packaging,
the effort in putting
Yep. But
like
what
the
a pain.
theme to the release, but yeah, It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, what a pain to put those things back in.
Oh yeah, to actually get put the shoes back in,
Jesus.
nightmare.
Yeah, I tried last night. It was hard.
They're brand new, right?
Yep, those
Okay.
are dead stock. Yep. And it took me a while.
Yeah, I don't want to wrinkle the paper.
Took me a while to get the matching set,
Yeah.
as you'll see in a sec.
If you guys don't know, they are the Trophy Room Willows.
So now you gotta pass them the highs now, just so there's some sort of continuity there.
There you go.
I almost didn't get those in the first place because of the whole release.
Yeah.
But I liked them, I like the blue laces with them. Whenever I originally got those, took me a while to find a good price on those.
Yeah, for a while they were going for a lot.
They sure were.
I think the market definitely shifted downwards on them the last
did.
couple times I've checked. I had a few used pairs come my direction.
Yeah.
That's kind of prompted me to check, but
Yeah, they're nice.
yeah, I've always liked that frosted
Yes.
touch to it.
When I picked those up, I had a hard time. I kept going back and forth between that and the 2015 Chicago's. Just had a hard time, and then I ended up going with these because I felt like these were a little bit more unique,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I almost didn't pick them up because of the whole way it was released.
Yeah. Give you guys' feedback on something. So I actually have a friend. So these have a signature on them on the heel, but it's like not an actual signature. It's just like a put-on signature.
Yeah.
He has a thing for, because I think like the Off-White 2s has like a faux signature on it.
Uh-huh.
A couple other shoes, and he just won't pick up a shoe that actually has like a faux signature on it.
Huh.
Does that like bother you guys at all? That
No.
it's no.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What's his reasoning for that?
He just thinks it's kind of corny, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, to each their own.
Yeah. Because on Off-White 2s, it's pretty noticeable, like on the side
Yeah, I had the
where the
twos.
signature is.
I gave this away to one of my players as a graduation gift.
Right.
And you're always blessing your kids.
Who's gonna get your Dior's?
What's that? No.
Hey.
I'll be buried in those or cremated in those.
Oh yeah.
Okay, tomorrow's 8/24.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What are you gonna wear?
What are you gonna
Lobsters?
I am gonna wear. I've got my lobsters. I got my the clothing wear that they dropped when the Halos came out. So
Yeah.
I picked up the white hoodie. It's one of my best hoodies. So I've got that. I'm gonna wear that tomorrow. I completely slept. I completely forgot about the Halos that released this morning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Totally forgot about it. Slept in and
Is it a fan? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
I don't like what they did with the swoosh on it. Kind of had a little kind of sparkly effect to
Yeah.
it. That's those.
Do you remember when people pick up Off-Whites, they always wore them with a hang tag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The zip tie?
Yeah, the zip tag of it. Yeah, zip tag's what I meant. Yeah.
Then I started stepping on it when I would walk. I'm like, dang. I started like moving it around to where it wouldn't hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just started taking them off.
It looks cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's frowned upon when you wear your Jordan Jumpman logo hang tag with like
Yeah.
military blue fours, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Off-White tags. I think it's part of the aesthetics of the shoe. So
How did that shoot do? I just, I never. It was alright. By the way, John says hi. We were chatting. I was driving down here. We were just chatting about basketball.
Yeah.
The state of basketball and stuff now. It's like it becomes such a way of, you're going from one thing to another. And it's sometimes you just don't have time to be a teenager. And
Yeah,
live,
or enough
live,
time.
Yeah, live your life. and do some of the things you should be doing when you're going to high school. But I guess that's the choices that people make, right? Give up certain things to excel in other areas.
Sure. Yeah.
Random, but yeah, when I was a sophomore, I was already on varsity,
Mm-hmm.
and the summer going into it, that I'm Catholic, so we start our confirmation process, and it's a 2-year thing. And my director for confirmation, my schedule was conflicting with basketball,
Mm-hmm.
and because I was on varsity, I would have to go to 7 p.m. games,
Right.
and she's like, the same days that I would have league games was when we had class, and she's like, class is mandatory, you can't miss anything,
Mm-hmm.
or you won't be able to finish your confirmation. And I was
Mhm.
like, well, if you're asking me to make a choice right now to either focus on my religion or play basketball as a sophomore in high school, I was
Right.
like, and I'm on varsity,
Right.
I'm gonna pick basketball.
Right.
So I
Right.
ended up not being able to do my confirmation
Right.
because she was being extremely unworkable with my schedule.
Yeah. It's it's hard. I mean, when you're that age, it's hard to choose. I mean, you really have to have somebody in your life that kind of puts things in perspective
Yeah.
for you, and that's a tough. I mean, that's a tough decision for anyone, right? Like
Yeah.
15 years old on varsity, that's tough. It's a hard decision. I
So,
it was
which shoes did you end up keeping?
so for this one right here, it was either that or my UNC
Off-Whites.
off-white ones. But my UNC off-white ones were a gift from one of my players, so I couldn't. Yeah,
Sentimental.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
yeah, I know, right? It's really that's from like about how many years ago? Like about 6 years ago, I think. 5 years ago, I can't remember. Great gift, it surprised me with it. Yeah, again, gotta give up stuff to get stuff. I still wouldn't put the UNC off-whites over those. I already have the other four.
Yeah,
I've got the other lows, so I'm good.
I feel like I've seen this shoe enough times to feel
Yeah.
like I don't need it.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah,
I mean, we get the shoe in pretty often. I think we have like four or five pairs right now.
oh, yeah.
At least 3.
I think we have like 3 used and 2 dead stock.
Oh. Still my favorite. Although, you know what? When I wore the reverse mochas a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I love my SB Ducks. I love those.
Yeah.
They're such nice shoes. I really want to match everything. There's a lot going on, so I'd match everything. But the mochas are they're just nice. Wasn't too keen on the fragments though.
I feel like that's the best one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just, I had one of our players, shown to one of our players, and he said, they look like bowling shoes.
That's
And
fine.
I can't get that out of my head.
I love bowling shoes.
Yeah.
My bowling shoes are all full Flyknit.
Yeah, but they're bowling shoes.
Mhm. They're just black.
Yeah, I just couldn't get that out of my head. I'm like, I think I'll put it back.
My cousin bowls in Breadwin Lows.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
You can get away with it. Like, you don't need to do anything to your shoes to make them bowling shoes, as long as all they touch is the oil
Right, right.
on the floorboards.
Yeah,
And you just don't wear them out, and just
yeah.
essentially like basketball, but they never see any other court.
Well, then I think you need to get a pair.
I have a pair of fragments.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Bowling shoes? No. Maybe
Yeah,
if I
you
get the
would.
new fragments that are coming, the white ones.
I think I've seen them.
Yeah, it's just it's like full white,
Uh-huh.
and then I think it hopefully has a fragment logo on the back, and that's it.
When are those dropping?
December-ish right now. Is
Really?
what they're saying.
Do you have a pic? I haven't seen it.
Pull it up.
I was at 4.8 for everything.
4.8?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do 5?
4.9. That helps.
5? Got some good stuff there.
Yeah,
Even number.
sure. That's cool.
Okay.
Or should
cool.
we flip for it?
I don't flip.
There's 4 pictures in there.
No.
Plain.
Yeah, they are plain.
What?
The other fragments that you were
Oh, I want those. Yes.
2025.
New Travis Fragment. I haven't been on my Travis stuff lately. I've kind of, but yeah, those ones caught. That's definitely gonna be a daily for me.
Rather wear Canaries.
No, I rock those.
I don't want to wear either.
Those remind me of a 2001 Co JP Jordan 1 High.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you guys.
Reminds me of the metallic navy lows.
What?
Yeah. And
Oh, that one. I was thinking you
Yeah.
were talking about the.
See, this looks white, but then in the,
yeah.
you know, on feet it looks like has that sail.
Reminds me of this year. My bad.
Yeah. Kinda.
Reminds me of 2001.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these were gems back then, and they were actually number 2. But yeah, just a Japan
At the outlet now.
Jordan 1.
Like you would
I don't
never
know if the
the
camera's gonna pick that
fragments
up.
if we didn't-
No.
if they
And
didn't
I mean, there's
we
no
didn't have
picture
it
of
on
the
there.
fragment logo either. Hopefully, there's a fragment logo like on the back.
Yeah.
Can you show that real quick?
They've all seen it by now.
Yeah. Bangers. I'm down. I'm with it. Cool. So yeah, wrapping up this buyout with Earl. It's always good to see him. But yeah, he's letting go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs. Cashing them out for $5K. So the hunt is on for the Dior's.
Size 11.
It'll come. It'll come.
I'm a rare breed, you my dog. Everything authentic, so it's safe to have a flaw. When you call the community, I gotta help them all. Giving up the pound when I greet you, here's a paw. You my dog. Shoepugs, shoepugs, shoepugs.